What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In case you are watching the replay, this is a YouTube live, but I am waiting for people to start coming on in. So while I wait, I guess I'll just do kind of like an intro. So I really want to talk about New Year's resolutions, and I also want to take weight loss questions for you guys. So I know it's been a while since I've done that, and there's a ton of new people here, so welcome. If you're new, I hope you are subscribed. But yeah, I just want to be here with you guys, take questions. What's up? Talk to me, chat with me. I hope you guys aren't like already chatting with me and I'm just not seeing it. I haven't been on YouTube Live in a while. Let me see. Aw. I don't know. Maybe you guys just aren't saying anything. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Hi, Trisha. Okay, so now I'm seeing stuff. Okay, what is going on there? All right. So what's up, y'all? I want to take your weight loss questions. I want to know how y'all are doing. How was your Christmas? What did you do? Hi, Stephanie. What's up? Hi, Tanisha. Hey, hey, hey. I can't tell you guys anything about Dr. Oz, but as soon as I can, I will. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for voting for me. Oh my gosh, I got so many messages and everything about how you guys were voting for me, and oh, I was so excited. So thank you so, so much. What's up, Heather? Uh-oh, Stephanie ate a lot of bad food. I don't know anything about how soon you go back to work after weight loss surgery. I didn't have weight loss surgery, so I don't know about that. I'm sorry. Oh, hi. Let's see. It says when changing your diet, how long before you should expect to see results? It kind of depends. It kind of depends. I'm going to take this question. So if you're asking a question now, you may have to send it again. But the results is really just kind of dependent on you. Are you adhering to the program? Are you exercising as well? Have you changed how active you are throughout the day? I mean, you could see something within a week. You may not see something for like 3 months if you're not being consistent. So there isn't like a hard set time frame in which, oh, you're definitely going to see results after this much time. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of just dependent on you, on what you're doing and all of that. I'm sorry, I wish I could be like, oh, you'll see results in 3 weeks. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It depends on what you're doing. Let's see. I saw a question come up. This is from Naturally T. Siobhan. Hi, Siobhan. Hi, Cookie. I love you. My goal is to lose about 22 pounds by February 10th. What is some tips you have for me, and how do you feel about working out twice a day? I think that's a reasonable goal to have. I don't know how much you weigh, but I think that's a reasonable goal. Tips that I have for you: be consistent. Whatever it is that you're doing, give it some time to work. I think the biggest mistake people make is like they start trying out a new way of eating or start trying out a new workout routine, and then it's like they do it for 3 days and then they just quit. So the biggest thing is to be consistent with your exercise and your diet. Do it whenever you're supposed to do it. The second part of your question was asking about working out twice a day. I don't know what to say on this one, because I'm like, in my heart, I'm a fan. But if you are starting out as a beginner, that may be a bit too much. And then it also depends on, well, what do you mean by working out twice a day? Are you talking about 2 super intense workouts? That might be too hard on your body, especially if you're just starting out. And so I would say if you are just starting out, you know, you may want to ease your way in, working out maybe 4 days a week, and then going up to 5 days a week, and then maybe you could mix in some 2-a-days here and there. But I would also say if you are going to do 2-a-days, make sure they're 2 different types of workouts. So maybe you do like a cardio workout and then you do a strength workout. I think that's a good combination. I hope that answered your question. Let's see if I can scroll back. And good luck on your weight loss goal too. Dun, 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 dun. What are your views? This is from Saja. She says, he or she says, what are your views on weight loss, on smoothies to lose weight? I don't know. I think that any kind of diet that kind of puts you into this like pigeonhole, like, you know, oh, drink this tea or drink smoothies or, you know, whatever. I just don't really see the point of doing something like that, because is that something that is sustainable? My biggest thing is going to be consistency. So can you consistently just have smoothies like forever? Is that like a lifestyle change that you're willing to make? You know, I think that having smoothies in general is fine. But if you're saying like, I'm just going to do this smoothie diet to lose weight, I don't think that's necessarily the right way to go. Hope that made sense. And I saw your comment. She. Saja is a she, everybody. I love your story and your channel. Very inspiring. Thank you. I've been going to the gym since January, and you answered, that's what I mean, cardio in the AM and strength training at night. Yeah, I think that's fine, Siobhan. I think that's fine. Anybody else? Questions? You guys were eating bad for Christmas, I hear. My mom made cheesecake, so there's that. I did have cheesecake, and then I came back. I left my mom's house yesterday, and she was like desperately trying to send me away with cheesecake and food, and I was like, no, I don't want it. Yeah, that's the thing too. Okay, so Tanisha is talking about the smoothies, and she's saying that she's feeling burned out on the smoothies. So that's the thing, like you get into this, like you can only have this type of diet. I don't know if that's how that smoothie thing works. I don't know. But I mean, how many smoothies can you have without being like, I kind of want to have like food? I don't know. I'm a foodie, so I'm like, please give me real food. However, I do, if you guys have been following me for a long time, you guys know that I do Juice for 5, which is something that I created. It's a hashtag on Instagram. It's juice, the word, the number 4, and then 5, the word spelled out. And it's a hashtag on Instagram where I do juicing for 5 days straight as like a cleanse to reset your body. And you can either make these juices yourself or you can purchase them. And you want to make sure that you're drinking like a raw natural juice, not something like what is that one? There's one juice company that's actually owned by Coca-Cola, and they make juices. Oh, Naked Juice, that's what it is, Naked Juice. No, you don't want to have that because it has way too much added sugar. It's literally like the same as having a Coke. But yeah, raw natural organic juices is what I usually will have whenever I do Juice for 5, and I always juice at the top of the year. So January 1st through 5th I will be juicing, and I will be posting Juice for 5 on Instagram, which is instagram.com/cookiemiller. So if you guys want to check that out. Trisha says, I joined the gym a week ago. I'm doing weights for about 20 minutes and cardio for an hour. How many weeks should I continue this before trying a new routine? I made a post on Instagram about this maybe a few weeks ago, but last year around this time when I was in LA, I started this leg routine that I have been doing, literally I'm still doing now. And so that's how long like your workouts can last. I would challenge you though, I think it was Trisha who asked this, to make sure that you're making changes within that workout, and those changes would be things like increasing your sets, increasing your reps, increasing your weight. So no, you don't want to do the same exact routine at the same weight with the same intensity for a year. You're not going to see change that way. You need to make changes to the workout that are actually going to help you to build muscle or lean out and do whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever your goal is. And you're going to know when it's time. You're going to know when those weights are starting to feel a little bit lighter than they did before. Same thing with your cardio. You're going to know when, hey, this mile walk that I've been doing on the treadmill, for example, for however long, like this is getting to be really easy. Maybe I can start mixing up some running. Maybe I can start to increase my incline. Maybe I can see if I can burn more calories. Maybe I should look at how many calories I'm burning, and then I should start to try to increase that every time I come back, or once a week or something like that. So I hope that answers your question, Trisha. Kudos to you for joining the gym. How many of you are joining the gym for New Year's? I want to know. How important is it to not give up because you don't see the results right away? And what is it? And is what you eat more important than working out? It's incredibly, I mean, if you give up, then you won't see results ever, right? So yeah, just because you're not seeing results right away doesn't mean that something is not happening. Also, you need to make sure you're measuring your results in a variety of different ways. With my clients, whether they are online clients or whether they're in-person clients, we measure progress in so many different ways. I have my clients choose an item of clothing that they cannot fit and maybe they want to fit in the future, or buy clothing in a size that they want. And what we'll do is do pictures. We take pictures of them either, I mean, if they're jeans and they don't get up, then you're going to take a picture just like that, and then we're going to go back and take those pictures. Of course, we're going to measure on the scale. If we can, we're going to measure body fat percentage. We're going to take measurements. And so that way it's like, well, just because the scale isn't going down, let's see if your measurements are going down. Let's see if you can get those jeans up a little bit higher, right? So we're measuring in many different ways. So I would say a way to stop you from being completely discouraged by not seeing maybe the number go down is that you're seeing results elsewhere. And also, I mean, if you lose an inch or something off of your waist, you may not see that. You see yourself every single day. So it may not be so visible to you, but if you check that measurement and you see that it went down, then you know that you're working in the right direction. And you had a second part to your question, but I don't remember. Is what you eat more important than working out? And this was from Brown Baby Doll. Yeah, so what you eat is extremely important. Working out is extremely important. They go hand in hand. I would say, though, it is very, very much so important that you get your eating down. Like if you feel overwhelmed by like, oh my God, I'm going to have to like change the way I eat and I'm going to have to start this exercise regimen, then I would say start with the eating. And then in terms of working out, just become more active. That means taking the stairs. That means parking in the back of the parking lot when you go somewhere. You know what I mean? That means maybe if you have an activity tracker, making sure that you're getting your steps in every single day versus having like a workout routine and then start to build that on. I hope that makes sense. Sierra says she's not joining a gym because she has a free one at home. Well, you go, girl. Man, some people wish they had that. That's awesome. Someone said, I get bored working out more than or longer than 30 minutes. Is it cool to do HIIT 2 times a day and 4 to 5 times a week? Yeah, I think it is. Are your HIIT workouts 30 minutes? Is that what you're saying? If so, then are you saying that your HIIT workouts are 15 minutes and you do them twice a day? Let's see. I'll wait for you to answer that. It says, do you recommend using a meal prep service or doing it yourself? And that's from Sierra. I recommend whatever you're going to stick with. Okay. A meal service, if that expense is not something that you can budget out for a while, then I'm not really sure why you would do that, because now you're dependent on this meal service. And then when you have to give up something, or maybe it's not in the budget, then you might say, well, forget the whole meal prep thing, forget it at all. So I would say that you want to do whatever you're going to be able to be consistent with. Are you going to get up on Sundays? I say Sundays because when I meal prep, that's what I did. Are you going to get up every Sunday, and are you going to make your meals? I'm like a do-it-yourself type of person. Like if you can meal prep yourself, then I think you should, because it teaches you how to prep your food. It teaches you how to, to be aware of what the contents of your food are in terms of macronutrients, which are going to be your fats, carbs, and proteins. If someone else is doing it for you, then you're not really becoming aware of that, if that makes sense. But I know. I think it's just like a personal preference. It's a personal preference. It's a budget thing. I personally like to prep my own food most of the time. But I did have a long period of time when I was going to MyFitFoods a lot, which MyFitFoods doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, I think there's also Snap Kitchen, which is similar to MyFitFoods, and a lot of different meal prep services are popping up around here. Someone said, I love that clothing motivation idea. I know that's such a good one. If you guys are OG Instagram followers, you'll see a gold dress that I had that I tried on when I finally like fit into it. I was like by the beach. Anybody remember that? Who's been around that long? Master Shock Value says it's freezing cold in NYC. I know, I was just there and I was actually frozen. And it was the first, I think, snow of the season when I was there. Sierra, oh, okay, you have a workout or a facility at work. That's great. Tanisha says, I hate doing cardio, but I love lifting weights. So can I just lift to lose? I would say that you definitely need to have some cardio within there. HIIT, like someone had mentioned before, which is high intensity interval training. It's short bursts of cardio. It can be like 15 to 30 minutes. So that's something that you can do instead. But I mean, unless you are really significantly cutting down your breaks during your lifts, you're going to need the cardio. And besides, you need cardio to have a healthy heart. Like, you know, you have to do it. And you gotta stop saying that you hate it, because I promise you guys the biggest thing to this whole weight loss thing is mental, your mindset. Change your mind, change your lifestyle. It's what I always say. And if you're saying I hate cardio, like the more you say you hate it, the more you're gonna hate it. So you got to fake it till you make it, you know, get up and just be like, you know what, I can't wait to run today. It's gonna be the best run ever. I'm gonna clear my mind. I'm gonna see the scenery or whatever. Just, girl, fake it till you make it. Aw, Trish says, I'm with Tanisha. Well, both of y'all fake it till y'all make it. Brittany says, do you think it's better to go to the gym rather than working out at home to YouTube videos and free weights? I think whatever you're going to be more consistent in doing is the best thing to do. I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm so serious. Like, whichever one you're going to actually stick to. Are you going to actually stick to going to the gym, right? Are you going to actually get up and be there when you're supposed to be there? And same thing if you're working out at home. Like, is the fact that you're working out at home going to make you feel better? Are you going to be like, oh, you know, all I got to do is get up and go to the living room. All I have to do is get up and go to the garage, or, you know, whatever. If that is something that's going to make you stick to it, then do that. You know what I'm saying? Neither one is necessarily better until you get to a point where you're maybe trying to sculpt your body. So you go from, let's say, major fat loss to wanting to really, really sculpt your body and hit specific areas. Sometimes there are machines at the gym that can really, really help you to target certain things. So in that case, it may be better. But I will tell you guys that I lost the majority of my weight just doing workout DVDs at home. Running outside was a lot. I use a lot of things outside. I use the park benches to do push-ups and stuff like that. Or if you've ever been to a park that has like those little outdoor gyms where you can do like pull-ups, and I couldn't do a pull-up, but it was there. Pull-ups and like the little hops and all that kind of stuff. Those are the types of things I did at first. I finally got a gym membership like randomly in like February or March of whatever year that was. And then even then I started to do classes, and that's what taught me how to lift weights and all this kind of stuff. So it's been like a long journey. I love the live chat too, Tanisha. Hi from Barbados, Diana, what's up? She said the weather is of course beautiful. You are so wrong. I'm in Houston. It is cold and raining, and I'm so over it. I'm so jealous of you. Master Shock Value says, I discovered you from Advice Show during the summer. Yes, Advice Show TV. My boy Phil. Well, thank you. Another what? Barbados in the house here too. What's up, y'all? Diana's a CrossFitter. Yes. Team CrossFit. Sierra says, do you have meal prep ideas other than chicken and broccoli? I'm really not into salads yet, mostly because I prefer creamy dressings. You should try some yogurt dressings. I like a lot of different yogurt dressings. Also, Walden Farms has a 0 calorie, you heard me right, 0 calorie dressing. Okay, don't judge me what I'm about to say. I like mustard. I'm like, this is already going bad. I like mustard, but seriously, Walmart has a great value brand mustard. It's like spicy, Southwest spicy. It tastes like kind of similar to like a Chipotle ranch. So what I'll do is maybe I will put like a serving of Chipotle ranch on my salad, and then I'll put however much I want of the, you know, spicy Southwest. Because you just start to figure out that it's such a mind thing. I have to have this creamy whatever dressing. Not really. You put that on there and you won't even think twice about it. As long as you got a little taste of whatever it is that you usually like, then you're fine. I hope y'all, I haven't looked at the comments. I hope y'all are not judging me about mustard. If y'all are, I'm coming for y'all. Sojo said, have you seen the old workout, The Firm? And if so, how would you rate it? I haven't seen that. Robbie says, I've lost 45 pounds, but I'm having a hard time losing the last 35 pounds. Congratulations, Robbie. That's awesome. Everybody congratulate Robbie. 45 pounds. That's awesome. Yeah, advice would be to change your routine. Usually when you're hitting a plateau, something needs to change. It's going to be whether it's your calories or your macros, or your workout routine. Are there any workouts that you've been doing for a very long extended period of time that you have not increased intensity, weight, reps, maybe time on? Those are the types of things that you have to think about. Something needs to change for you to break that plateau. And then also, don't focus so much on that weight. Once you start getting smaller, you start to, like for me, I really, really wanted to chase that 100-pound weight loss goal, right? And so when I got to that 100-pound weight loss goal, I surpassed it. I don't think I've ever told you guys this, but I ended up at like 100 and maybe 16 pounds lost. And I hated it. I felt like I was way too skinny and frail, and I was focusing too much on the number and not enough on how I wanted my body to look. And I've really been wanting to do a video on this. Let me know if you guys want to see it. But you've got to work on how do you want your body to look? How do you want to sculpt yourself? Do not focus so much on, I said I was going to lose 60 pounds, or I said I was going to lose 100 pounds, or Cookie lost 100 pounds, so I'm going to lose 100 pounds. No, focus on how you want your body to look, and I promise your results will just be so much better, and you won't have to work backwards like I did, because I went and I lost that 112 or whatever pounds to get to the goal weight, hated it, and then spent all this time trying to build back muscle. And let me tell you, that crap is hard, because I was burning fat and muscle, and then I had to build it all back. So I hope that answered your question, Robbie. Again, congratulations, but I hope you take all those things into consideration when working on getting to your goal. Superstar says hi. Brown Skin Barbie says hey. Sierra says, what was your day one like when you finally were successful? Meaning, what was the workout, how long, and even your food intake? If you guys have seen my weight loss story video, the very first thing that I started doing to lose weight was running, and it was all that I was doing. I wasn't doing anything else. Not meaning all the other times I tried. Like some of you know, I did P90X and I did this and I did that. But that was before this successful weight loss, where I've kept this weight off for all these years. The very first thing I did on that one was running. I was training for a 5K. My eating in the beginning was trash. I thought that I could just run and still kind of eat what I wanted. So in the beginning, it wasn't so great. It was like I would lose weight and then I would gain it, and I would lose it and I gain it, because I was just literally eating it back. But I will tell you in the beginning, I hate to say this, but I seriously ate the same meal. And I'm still like this, which is why you guys don't see me doing like meal prep videos or like, what is it, like what I eat in a day, because y'all would be so bored. I eat the same exact, I eat a salad every night out of this huge bowl that my mom got me. It's a flamingo bowl. Shout out to my mom. It's so cute. But I eat this huge salad out of that every single day. I kid you not, with like the same things in it. So I'm really a boring eater. And when I started out, I was a boring eater. And on top of that, I wasn't aware of, I thought that putting salt and different types of seasoning in my food would make me gain weight, which, by the way, if your seasonings have sugar and stuff in them, that does add calories. So I was correct to a point, but I literally wouldn't put like any salt in my food. So I was eating very bland chicken breast, unseasoned, unsauced, is that a word? Brown rice and broccoli with nothing on it. Nothing. That is what I was eating. And you can literally scroll back to my Instagram if you feel like it, and you can see my plain food that I ate. For real, I was struggling, y'all. You guys are so lucky that you have me to tell you not to do that, for real, because I was just eating plain freaking food. But anyways, enough of that. I hope that answered your question, Sierra. Trish says, I joined an online gym because with my toddler teaching and doing my master, I go crazy trying to factor in going to the gym, plus no one sees me looking all crazy besides my toddler. I feel you. Online, look, you guys know I do online training, so if you ever need it, watchcookieshrink@gmail.com. You can reach out to me and I'll send you some workouts to do, like Trish, in front of your toddler looking crazy. Good luck on your masters, by the way. That is awesome. Rory says, I love you too. Tanisha says, so what motivated you mentally to lose? How can I get stronger mentally, being that I'm married and he always wants to eat meat? Mentally, I did so many things, and I still do so many things. Let me be clear when I say it's still a challenge. I don't know if I present it in a way where it does not look like it is one, but it is literally still a challenge. I came from a place from obesity. Like, I was very big, and I was addicted to food. Addicted. I don't care what anybody says. Food, you can absolutely 100% be addicted to food, and especially sugar. And that was me. And so I did a lot of things. I listened to podcasts that are motivational throughout my workout. Like today, before I even came to the gym, I watched a sermon. If you guys want to know what it is, it was Pastor John Gray, Dreams and Ladders. I listened to that to get my mindset right. My mindset was foggy this morning. I was like, you know, it's a couple days after Christmas. I didn't want to get up. I have to film for you guys, which I love to do, but sometimes it can just be like overwhelming to think about setting up and all that kind of stuff, which is why I ended up doing a live and not like shooting with my DSLR. But anyways, I do different things like that to get my mindset right. And the thing is, Tanisha, like, you're gonna have your off days, and the key is to just keep trying again. Keep trying again, keep trying again, keep trying again, because that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing, is I just keep trying again. And sometimes it's month to month, like I have a good month and then not so good month. Sometimes it's week to week, sometimes it's day to day. So I hope that doesn't discourage you guys. I hope it just shows you that I'm just the same. I didn't get to this magical place where I'm just like, every day is just great and I just wake up and I'm like, whew, let's go work out. You know, let's eat a salad, everybody. Like, no, that's not where I am, and I'm not sure that you ever really get there. But if somebody is there, please encourage me and let me know that there is a final destination, because I would love to get there, for real. Let's see. Rory says, I heard mustard is better than ketchup. True or false? Okay, true and false. First of all, the bad thing about mustard is going to be the sodium content. So you have to be careful. You have to be sure that you're not putting too much, and that you're drinking enough water because of that sodium intake. But when people say mustard is better than ketchup, yes, because it has no calories. Mustard doesn't have calories. Unless it's honey mustard, because that's sugar. So you need to look at the back of your nutrition label. Ketchup, people will just consider it a condiment and just eat something and just pour it all over there, not realizing you're literally taking in calories with ketchup. So there is reduced sugar ketchup. I've only seen it, I think, by the Heinz brand, but you guys can check that out. Leo says, I work long shifts on my job, and I wondered if it would be better to supplement breakfast or my last meal before bed. Supplement with what? Like a shake or something like that? Y'all know how I feel about shakes, right? But I mean, yes, you could do that if you think that that's going to be a better fit for your schedule. I just wonder, Leo, why you feel like you have to do that. Let me know. Tanisha said, congrats, thank you. Oh, wait, y'all aren't congratulating me. Y'all were talking to, look how far I am on these questions. You guys were talking to Robbie, right? Reese says, I came to Houston to get away from the cold. Exactly. And now it's literally freezing and raining and ugly. And people in Houston can't drive, by the way. Good Lord. Not in the rain. Like, it's one drop of rain and everybody forgets how to drive. Trish says, my diet was on point when I was suffering with gallbladder disease, and the weight came off great. Since I've had to remove, my brain knows what I need to do, but my mouth and stomach have rebelled. That's funny. I feel you, but I promise you, it's not your mouth and stomach, it's your mind. You gotta get your mindset right. And okay, so that's what Trish is saying. How do I get my head back in the game? I just told you guys what I do. I just literally told you guys what I do. Put stuff around you that motivates you. When I was losing weight, I was working in an office, and I had pictures. These people probably thought I was crazy, okay? When I completed a race, I would hang up my race bibs in my office. I had a whiteboard that had all the upcoming races that I was doing. I had motivational quotes on my wall. I had prayers on my wall. Look, I was going to need everything. So literally when I go to work and I sit in my office, it's like all this, no matter what is going on, I'm literally surrounded by positivity and surrounded by things that reinforce my goal. So whatever, if you're a stay-at-home mom, for example, then you take that stuff, you put it all over your closet or your bathroom mirror or somewhere where you're going to see it every single day. If you're going to work like me, then do that. If you're working mobilely from your car like I do now, find little things that you can put in your car, but you have to keep constant reminders around you. You guys do want to see the video about putting on muscle, not focusing on the scale, so I will do that. Congratulations, Trish, 50 pounds down. Everybody congratulate Trish. It is hard, Deidre, not to pay attention to the number on the scale. Brown Skin Barbie says, what are your thoughts on intermittent fasting? Well, I'm intermittent fasting right now. I actually missed my start to my fasting window. I'm running, you guys are pushing my food back. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. But yeah, I'm a fan of intermittent fasting. I'm currently on a 16/8 split. If you don't know what intermittent fasting is, you gotta Google it and look it up. I will eventually do a video on it. I personally love it. I really, really do love it. This is not something that I did to lose weight though. So this is something that I caught on to a lot later, way after I lost all my weight. So it's not like, oh, you've got to do this to lose weight, but I do think it's a great tool. And in terms of those people who are saying about getting their mind right, intermittent fasting for me does help to give me clarity of mind. Because for a large portion of my day, I'm not even worried about food. I'm not eating at that point. And so if you want to clear your mind, it's definitely something that can help you. And if you guys go back and look at history, we know that fasting has been something that's been used to clear the mind and, reset and make you connect on different levels, whether it's spiritually or whatever. So it's definitely a tool for that. Cole says, just stumbled upon you. Well, welcome, Cole. Are you subscribed? Questions that need answers. Let's see. Greetings. You may have answered this, so I apologize for asking ahead of time. What if you hit a plateau? What do you recommend? I did answer this. And so whenever this is over, there'll be a replay and you can catch it and get the answer to that. Also, I do have a video on this already. If you just like search in YouTube, Cookie Miller plateau or something like that, the video will come up. I'm at the beginning of my weight loss journey, and I'll admit I'm addicted to soda. I've been sober for 5 days. Do you think giving up sugary drinks will make a big difference? 100% yes. Yes. I had a very huge addiction to Sprite. Oh my God. I would go, do y'all remember, by the way, does McDonald's still have dollar drinks? I don't know if they do or not, but I would go to McDonald's and go through that drive-thru, and I knew my order every single time. No, large Sprite with no ice. Large Sprite with no ice, please. Large Sprite with no ice. I completely stopped drinking soda. Diet Coke, though, Lord, I got to get away from that because the chemicals that are in that actually cause you to crave sugar more. It's just not good for you. But anyways, yes, cutting out sugary drinks will help. One thing that helped me so majorly is drinking like sparkling water. And so I do like Topo Chico. And then there's an off-brand sparkling water too that I like. I can't think of what it's called, but something like that will help you because it just gives you that fizz that you're looking for. So yeah, I hope that helps. Cookie, have you considered having a speaking engagement in Atlanta? You are so inspiring and I would love to attend. Keep us posted. Sojo, you know what? I haven't heard that many people from Atlanta make requests. Like some of my top places are New York, LA, Houston, where I am, Austin, where I used to train once a week, and Dallas. And then Chicago, that's the other one. But yeah, I haven't got much from Atlanta, but for sure, if you guys, rally up, I will definitely do it. Definitely do it. Sierra says, I do remember your video about running in the beginning. Sorry about all the questions, but when you started running, how did you use the C2 5K program? How long would you run in the beginning? So Sierra's talking about when I first started training for my first 5K, and don't apologize for asking questions. This is a Q&A. It's what you're supposed to do. But when I first started running, I used the app Couch to 5K. It is the one by Active Network or just by Active. I think they've changed their name since then. It used to be free, but I believe that now they charge 99 cents in the app or for the app. A good investment. It's a great tool. I was training for a 5K, and I didn't have the amount of time that Couch to 5K sets aside for you to train to run 3.1 miles. And so what I had to do was double them up. So on day 1, I would do day 1 and day 2. And then on day 2, I would do day 3 and day 4. You see what I'm saying? So I doubled mine up, not like for weight loss reasons, but because I really wanted to get through the program before my first 5K. I hope that answered. Brown Baby Doll said, so hard to run when you're overweight. It is hard, but it's not impossible. I was just talking about this. I used to have, first of all, my thighs gave me HE double hockey sticks, just running and having that friction. And then also my arms, because my arms were really, really big and they would brush against my side, and I would have like, oh, look. It was a mess. So I understand it's uncomfortable, like all of your skin flapping and stuff like that, but it's not impossible, and there are things out there that can help you. Like I started to just wear long sleeve t-shirts, even though it's hot as heck in Texas, but it just helped. Or putting your deodorant all the way down your arm. There's also like chafing sticks or whatever that you can use for your thighs. So there are things that you can do. It's uncomfortable, but if it gotta be done, it gotta be done, right? Deidre said, I love Pastor John Gray. Woo, I'm way behind on these comments. I'm so sorry, y'all. Ankit19 says, how did you defeat acanthosis nigricans? I didn't do anything special, guys. Acanthosis is the darkening of your skin that comes from insulin resistance. I have 2 or 3 videos on this. It is called I Did Not Bleach My Skin, and you guys can go and check those out. But let me see. Sorry, someone texted me and I was just so distracted. But I didn't do anything special. I literally just lost the weight. I went to my dermatologist. My dermatologist was like, this is not something I can cure with a cream or something like that. And so she told me to go and see my primary care. Primary care diagnosed me pre-diabetic and said, you have to lose this weight or you will be full-blown diabetic. And there's a chance that this acanthosis that is on your skin will not go away. So that's what I was told. And so I went ahead and I started to lose the weight, and then it just literally went away. That's it. There was nothing else. Brittany said, is it bad to put salt on your food? I think sometimes I put a little too much. I just can't eat food that has no flavor. No, I totally understand, Brittany. And it is okay to put salt on your food, but you do have to be careful with it. So you do have to make sure that you're not doing too much, because you don't want to take in too much sodium, and you also want to make sure that you're drinking enough water. Let's see. China says, I think my question was too long, but in a nutshell, I was asking, what is the time frame you recommend for dinner, cutoff time for dinner? I do meal prep, but after the gym, I get home around 9 p.m. Y'all, like, the whole eating late thing, as long as you're eating within your calories, that's the most important part, is that you're not overeating. So not eating late and don't eat after 8 and don't eat after this, unless you're doing intermittent fasting and your eating window, let's say, is from 12 to 8, well, then that would be a strict cutoff. But if you know that you're the type of person who likes to eat later in the day, then why not make your eating window from 2 to 10? You know what I'm saying? Or from 3 to 11, whatever. That in terms of intermittent fasting, if you're just eating on a regular schedule, as long as you're eating within your calories, that is the most important thing, not what time you stop eating. Okay? Okay. You look great. Thank you, Tanisha. Oh yeah, so I think I answered that already. China. Let's see, what else? This is Skrink, 1981. How do you feel about shakes? I answered that earlier. You'll have to watch the replay. Charlie says, already 30 pounds down. Going to take these next 6 months serious AF and be fit for summer. I want to be an inspo too. Everybody congratulate Charlie. Yay, 30 pounds down. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Let's see. Everybody congratulating Trish. That's awesome. Just got back from the gym. Love what you're doing, Cookie. Yay, Sharon. Oh, look, a lot of people are doing IF. That's great. Sharon's down 30 pounds with Weight Watchers. Whoop, whoop. Hey, by the way, I did Weight Watchers, and I've also done like a diet series, and Weight Watchers was one of the ones that I actually was like, you know what? It's a good deal. Like, you have to be committed, but I don't have anything against Weight Watchers, unlike the mother. Anyways, let's see. Charlie said, do you meditate? You know what? I have a friend who hosts meditation, and I do go sometimes. I don't go as often as I should, but yeah, I need to go and get my life right now. Look at everyone who does IF. Awesome. Tanya says, first, you're awesome. Thank you. Saw you on Instagram a week ago and started following you. I'm so confused on when to add weight. Should you lose the weight first and then tone, or you do them together? You missed this part, but I'm going to say this. Do the weights now. Do not wait. Do not wait. It is so hard when you're like burning your muscle and your fat off at the same time and then trying to rebuild that muscle back. So do the weight. Toronto, Canada, what's up? Charles says, shout out to Pimp C. That's right. R.I.P. Pimp C. If you're not from Texas, or anyways. Do you have any ideas for beginners on their weight loss journey for a workout routine? That is from Brown Skin Barbie. You can sign up for online training with me and I'll give you a workout. Beginners, I would just say doing something that incorporates both some type of resistance training. Guys, keep in mind, resistance training does not have to be weights. Your body is a weight. So doing things like push-ups or just squats without a weight, those are the types of things that you can do. Getting out there and doing oh gosh, my phone's on do not disturb and it's still going off. Doing things like cardio that you can do outside and things like that. Stuff like that is going to be good for if you're just getting started. And then also, I think I have 2 or 3 beginner workout routines on here that you guys can check out too. What is the best alternative for sugar powder? What is that? What is that, Ankit? Everybody's congratulating Charlie. Yay. Did you answer the keto versus plant-based diet? I didn't see that question. I love keto. I'm going to say that. I love keto. And I'm also plant-based. And so I never really announced that out loud because I don't want people to think that these are things that I did to lose weight, because it's not. Like I had no idea what keto was. I don't think I really cared about what it meant to be plant-based. And so these are just not the things that I did to lose weight, and that's why I really don't bring it up. So when you say what's better, keto versus plant-based, I'm both. So they work well together. Would you recommend someone starting their journey to do intermittent fasting? This is what I would say. This is the thing about intermittent fasting. If you're not careful, and if you are coming from a place of maybe an eating disorder, which I did, I was a binge eater. I tried to be, what do you call it? Well, I did suffer from bulimia, and then I tried anorexia, but I'm too much of a foodie for that. But seriously, if you are coming from a place of an eating disorder, I feel like intermittent fasting could be a trigger. And the reason why is that you wait so long to eat, and then you finally get to eat, and that may trigger you to binge. And so you have to be careful of that. I would say try it out and see if you're actually able to stay within your calories within your window, or if it triggers you to binge. If it triggers you to binge, then it's not a good idea for you. Everything doesn't work for everybody. So that's my idea on that. Rory said, drop a like, please. Yes, please like this video, especially if I've answered your question. Aw, Eden thinks I'm bad at streaming. I'm sorry. Let's see. Arbiana says, I've lost 55 pounds. Yay, congratulations. In the past 8 months, I have more to lose. Do you have any suggestions to avoid boredom with workouts? I work out 5 times a day. Or 5 days a week. You better not work out 5 times a day. And it includes strength training and Tabata in my routines. Well, what else can you include? Do you have somewhere that you can go to take classes? I think classes make it really, really fun, especially I'm an instructor, so I guess I'm kind of biased. But for me, doing classes in the beginning was so fun. I think back then I needed more variety than I do now. Now I'm totally comfortable with my current workout schedule, which really doesn't have that much change within it, but I'm okay with that. Because I guess now I'm more like results driven on sculpting my body and how I feel versus watching the scale go down or something like that. But yeah, if you want to mix it up, I would say classes. I like classes. Or if you can't get to a class, there's DVDs. You're welcome, Aaron. Aaron thanks me for streaming. Saja says, I'm a vegetarian and still overweight. I love pasta and rice. And yeah, exactly. So that's the thing that's the reason why I don't really say, oh, I'm plant-based, or, I'm pescatarian or whatever, because you can be any of those things. You can be a vegetarian and be overweight. I don't see why people don't get that. It's all going to be your calories in versus calories out, your workouts versus your diet. You can be vegetarian and eat cheese pizza, right? You could just eat that all the time and you can be overweight. Or you can do like, who said that? Was it Ankit? Or no, Saja. You can do that and then still, be eating pasta and whatever else. So thank y'all for the likes, by the way. I see them. Sierra said that's exactly what happened with me. I can't do IF. So she's talking about when I was saying, will the IF trigger you to binge? So yeah, it's good that you recognize that. But like I said, everything doesn't work for everyone. Let's see. I think you're doing awesome by sharing your story. Please ignore the negative people. You rock. Oh, thank you, Cole. Brown baby doll. Look at y'all going off. Thank you, guys. You're welcome. Oh, I finally caught up. So China says 57 pounds down. My goal is 100 pounds lost or maybe more, but I'm tall, 5'9". It can be discouraging with seeing results. I'm like the type to work out and expect to see a six-pack afterwards. I think I'm like that too. I'm like, I get up and I'm like, okay, let me go check. Let me go look. Let me look in the mirror and see if I have anything new. Right? But I think we're all like that. We're all like that. We're all too hard on ourselves, and we just have to do better. And I don't know if you missed it, China, but you need to make sure that you're measuring in different ways. So whether that's taking pictures or an item of clothing that you can use to measure, taking actual measurements, tracking your body fat, make sure you're using everything. I'm going to get ready to wrap it up, guys. I do want to talk about New Year's resolutions real quick. But I'm going to answer this last question, which popped up from Brown Baby Doll, and that's, how tall are you? I am a shocking 5'4", so short. And I'm really not 5'4". I'm like 5'3.5", or maybe in 3/4. I don't know, but I'm 5'4", okay? The last question, Brown Baby Doll asks, is brown rice better than white rice? I have a video on that, so search it, search Cookie Miller, brown rice, and you will see it. But New Year's resolutions, I'm here for it, I guess. But if your New Year's resolution is to lose weight, I just want to encourage you to start now and not wait the next 4 days. Because what is the difference? What is the difference? If you're serious, if your mind is right, if you're ready to really make a change, then why can't you start right now? I mean, like, seriously, today. Have you worked out today? Have you been paying attention to what you're eating? Get your mind right now. I encourage you to please not wait until the new year, because I think that it sets your mind up wrong. You know, like, now you've waited for this perfect timing, and things are going to happen in life that are going to get in the way. And then I think that just doing that whole January 1st thing kind of perpetuates that. So I would just say get started right now. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this live stream. I am so freaking excited to be back on YouTube. I'm so glad that you guys joined me today. Thank you for leaving your super chats and all of that. And I will surely see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, share this video with a friend. Bye.